I thought it might be fun to take you guys on a little adventure in my neighborhood, Greenwich Village in New York City. My favorite thing is when people come up to me on Bleecker Street and say, "Where's Greenwich Village?" Like they think it's like some, elven community with a gate. You're in Greenwich Village, I say. So, is it interesting to do a walkabout in my neighborhood and encounter all the people that I do business with in terms of food, or just to see beautiful Greenwich Village? Not a gated elven community, but a thriving, slightly problematic currently neighborhood in New York City. I just want to also mention a 1970s movie starring the brilliant Jenny Agutter about two British children who are abandoned by their father who commits suicide, right, Adam? Yeah. And the kids are left in the outback, which is deadly in Australia, and they survive. But the way they survive in the ending is amazing when she's back in the apartment. But we're going to go on a walkabout in the outback of Greenwich Village. So you know how we're always talking about Mr. Lee, where we get most of our food, literally on a daily basis? This is the incredible Bleecker Farm, starring Mr. Lee. Come on. There's the man himself, Mr. Lee.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
So Mr. Lee kept the store open in 2 blackouts, Sandy, everything. The store is always open, and it's a beacon of light on our street, and he's an incredible, incredible neighbor that we're so grateful. But I just want to show you, look at this beautiful, beautiful state of his produce. Look at that. That's restaurant level. And if you need anything, you just go to Mr. Lee, right? I mean, this is high quality produce, I think. Plus, he has beer. String cheese. Also, this Progresso cheese tortellini soup, another favorite of mine. Now, we need a shallot. I mean, these are all great. I'm just looking for a certain size. Perfect. All right, here we go. How are you, Mr. Lee?
I'm good.
You're
Thank
good?
you. Shooting today.
How's Mrs. Lee?
She's doing good.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
But you ask anybody who works in a restaurant around here, and they buy a lot of their stuff here. Always perfect. And Mr. Lee's night man, Kim, is awesome and has actually helped me break into my house twice. And Sal, who protects all the vegetables and everything. It's a great place. Bleecker Farm, Mr. Lee, #1.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hilarious. I spoke to the owner, Leslie Polizzotto, and of course they're closed on Tuesdays, but I wanted to show you guys a donut project because this place is the bomb, and it's where we get all our treats. I'm sure we can show you an array of their treats, and it's a female-owned business, obviously, female chefs, and maybe someday we could do a little collaboration. Donut project. It's unfortunately very close to my house, so there's a lot of donuts. But anyway, I like the curler. Trevor!
How's it going, Randy?
Hudson and Charles! Kevin and Jay, the owners, are not here today because they're working on their house, but Trevor is my #1 man here. I want to tell you it's the best butcher shop I've ever been in my life.
Thank you, Randy.
And one of the many reasons is because they literally know the guys who are growing and caring for the animals, correct?
Yeah, every other week we go up to the farm to see Tim and Sarah and pick up all our meat.
So if you don't order, for instance, a tenderloin in advance, what happens? Well, you don't get it because there's not 25 tenderloins here, right? I mean, it's...
Exactly. We're limited to what's on the animal since we are only doing whole animal butchery.
Not
no
from the box.
supplements. Yeah.
So their test which I'm sure both of these guys have gone through, is they have to break down a whole side, right?
Yep. All of our apprentices learn how to break down a side of pig in under an hour, and then a whole cow.
Orders.
Sure. A whole cow in under 8 hours.
I would like today to buy one ribeye,
Okay.
as you know, my favorite purchase.
Yep.
And I'd love one of those square potato things if you have them.
You got it.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you.
How's that one, Randy?
Beautiful. We're not, you can do whatever you want, like, yeah. Thank you so much, Trevor.
Yeah, no problem.
Trevor is my main man. And I love those square rolls, yeah.
Just one of those?
Yeah.
You want a bag?
No, I have a dinner party tonight bag.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man. And I'll be back in.
Cool, yes.
And
for next Friday.
as we always say, tip your butcher. That's for the
Thanks,
shot.
Randy.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
See you guys soon. Thank you. Sorry, mister.
No.
Okay. This oh my God, this is a dream home of mine right here. Look at this thing. Behind me, you will see one of the scourges of my neighborhood, which is the Friends house, okay? So the house where they shot Friends is apparently on this street. And they have busloads of people that come and stand in the street and write on the walls and things like that. We also have in my neighborhood Sarah Jessica Parker's character's house from Sex and the City. They have put chains like this to stop people from coming in. So guess what? Watch the show. Don't go to the set. On all the wall in magic marker, the one where Ross, the one, I don't even know the names of the characters. I have a friend from Ukraine actually who will tell you that every single thing that's wrong with America can be seen in the series Friends. This used to be Chumley's, which was a quote-unquote speakeasy. And Edgar, my great actor Edgar, and I were having a drink in there one night, and there's deeply carved graffiti on the table. And Edgar's very quiet, and we were sitting there for like 25 minutes. And then Edgar looks up and he goes, "Rough terrain for a bug." Bum, bum, 7th Avenue. Ooh, it's cold. Oh, you know where we're coming up on? We're coming up on the triangle of greatness. Rita and Jody's empire. I always tell you about Via Carota, Buvette, Pisellino, and Sodi. So here we are. That line right there is for Buvette. So that gives you an idea what I'm talking about. This is Via Carota. This is my personal favorite, even though there's plenty more. They're just getting ready to open for lunch. And then right here on the corner is their fabulous bar, Bar Pisellino, which is superb for a little drinky poo in the afternoon, don't you know? This is Reggie's favorite. My favorite is Via, her favorite is Buvette. Some people love Sodi. I love them all equally, frankly. Pretty jammed. This is beautiful Buvette. It's a rather attractive gentleman in the window there. Sodi. Around the corner is Jody's new venture called Commerce, which is superb. It's like a colonial fair. It's very good. We're going to Faicco's. So this is Faicco's. This is an incredible Italian store, pork store, sausage store, Italian delicacy store, awesome store. Faicco's. Here we go. So look at this. Look at, hey, how are you? How are you? The best sausage in New York, the best filled bread, the best of everything, really. Any Italian thing you can think of wanting. Look at this. Beautiful sausage, beautiful prepared meals. The best service in New York.
Thank you.
Obviously. And they also have very famous sandwiches, which these guys are making right here, that are on Instagram, if you would like to look. They sell out regularly. These are filled prosciutto balls, superb, excellent, and delicious. And any sort of strange little thing that you're looking for, like, for instance, like walnut spread and all kinds of weird things and that you can't find anywhere else, like little delicacies and candies and things like almond syrup. And you might recognize these. It's a big dinner party tonight thing. In fact, I think I'm gonna buy one right now. Gonna buy that. And do you want some fried ravioli? Maybe a little container of fried ravioli, yeah. So I didn't know Eddie moved to Florida, man. When did he move?
He did.
When?
9 months ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What, does he have a business down there too?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Same business?
Same business.
Oh my God.
What else you like?
That's it, baby. You guys are doing a great job without him. Just saying.
Everybody here for years. So everybody
Yeah, I
knows
know how long you've been here. You've been here longer than me, probably. There you go. Hey. I know, I don't need a receipt. So what do you do when you go to the butcher shop? Tip your butcher. Always, okay? Always. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. See you soon. It's all right, babe. Don't worry. So, this is where I work. And this is our play, Washington Square. By the time you see it, the play will be closed, but man, was it good. Go in. Hi, B.
Hi.
Go in, guys. Go in. Go in. Go in.
Hello, Miss Joan. Hello. Miss Maud, how are you?
She takes longer to get here.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. This is Brian. He's my producer at the theater. Produces all the plays.
Hello.
And he's also one of the lead actors.
Sometimes.
Not in the current play, but Brian and I have worked together for 20 years or something.
A little more.
So this is our office. And these are a series of plays we did called Hospital, which we did for years and years and years, as you can see. The dogs stay up here during the play. This is my desk. This is where most of the plays get developed, is right in that seat and right in that seat. This is a Roy Jones Jr. signed glove. As you know, I'm a big boxing fan. And we also made a feature movie. Why would you make your first feature shot on film and period? Nobody knows. But anyway, that's my feature movie. It's called Henry May Long. It stars Brian and the guy from Dexter, the bad guy, etc. Right, Joni? Right, Maud? Brian, let's go down. Let's show them the theater. So, this is our lobby that we think of as being sort of trapped in 1998. It is. Yeah. But these are vitrines that you can put objects or images in pertaining to each show. For instance, the Christmas show, the kids show that we do every single year for a couple weeks. These are filled with fake snow. It's very cute. For Houdini, we had handcuffs, or like straight jackets. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. So anyway, it's a little trapped in the 90s. Like, it's like a house sort of thing. I don't know. I love it. Everybody else hates it. Okay, here we go. So, this is the set for Washington Square. It's 2 chairs. This is a ghost light, which is a very strong theatrical tradition, a deeply intense one, where when you leave the theater at night, you turn this light on. And if you don't, it's extremely bad luck. Right. And there's a lot of bad luck things in the theater. They're just funny OCD tradition things. Bad luck is irrelevant.
It's in every theater.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad luck,
There's
obviously.
a thing on Instagram, I think, called the Ghost Light Project, where you can see the ghost light from
Many
like,
theaters,
all over
right.
the country. And,
Now, in my opinion, it's for the ghosts to see their way. But some people think it's to keep the ghosts away. I don't know why you'd want to keep ghosts out of a theater if you believe in ghosts, which is problematic to begin with. But anyways, that's the ghost light. And this is the entire stage. But let's go backstage. You know why we want to go backstage? Because they have snacks back there. Oh, but you know what, Brian? Before we go to the snack area, we should do this. So this is, Lynn also creates she's also a great actor, and she creates all the properties, which are the objects that the actors hold. This is sort of Lynn's and Carl Ruckteschell, the costumers' rooms. And then here, you have objects that the actors hold and touch and use. Here's all the plays we've done. This is how the actors hear what's happening on stage. The amazing thing about theater, besides the fact that it's absolutely absurd, is if you go to the biggest Broadway hit in town and you go backstage, it's exactly the same. Every dressing room.
Kind of junky.
Junky. Well, this is quite clean because my beautiful housekeepers were here today because we're filming and we have the show. But it stinks of humans, burnt coffee, there's candy wrappers and food everywhere. It's exactly the same. This is the men's dressing room. This is the smellier room, especially when there's a man in every seat. This is the ladies' dressing room. It's very pristine right now because Washington Square is only 4 actors. And for instance, here's part of Brit's costume. Thing weighs a ton.
I know,
Feel that?
They're very heavy costumes. Those poor Victorian women.
These are the wigs for Washington Square, which you'd think it's harder, but it's slightly easier than them fixing their hair every night. So this is a lace front wig, which is amazing. They're made by an incredible artist called Vicari, who we met through our gifted costume designer, Carl Ruckteschell, who's a freaking genius. But this is where they hang out. This is Lynn, if you can see her, in a play we did about a torture murder that was an absolute masterpiece, in my opinion. This was a play Sue Lee wrote and was in with the star of, my old housekeeper. This is about Oppenheimer. This is Edgar's first piece we did. These are 2 versions of Glance at New York. I mean, this is a lot of our work. And look where we ended up, Brian.
Oh, it's a snack table.
Come here, Big. This is usually packed with food. The actors, they're like rats, you know. So we have, what are you gonna have? I might have pistachios. You don't want anything?
No.
Boys, do you want some chips?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go, in the booth. So this is where Reggie sits during the play. She's lightboard op.
Hello.
And this is where I sit during the play because I'm soundboard op. But I look out this window. So this is the way it looks during the play. Brian and Lynn are demonstrating. And we're in here usually watching. Sometimes we get a little bit distracted because I usually drop something, or we have a lot of in-jokes that we say during the play. Right, Reg?
That's right.
Yep.
Another world in here.
It's my most precious place on planet Earth is in this booth, honestly. I mean, when I'm here with my little light on my keyboard, and Reg is over there, and my computer's lit up, and I'm going like this and running the sound. I don't know. There's a certain kind of peace in that. Most people hate going to the theater because 99% of all theater sucks. So we try to keep the plays really, really short so that people are surprised at how great and palatable it is. So I understand that to most, I would say most people, theater is a penance. So we're trying to kind of change that a little bit if possible. Thank you guys so much for coming on a West Village walkabout with me and meeting all the amazing people I come in contact with, or a small portion of them actually, that I come in contact with every day in the greatest city in the world, New York, city of commerce. If you want to say you're a New Yorker, you're a New Yorker. We don't care. Please try to go to these places. They're fabulous. New York City is fabulous. It's one of the greatest places in the entire world to visit. Not the most beautiful city, but one of the greatest cities in the world. In my opinion, the greatest city in the world, but I'm a New Yorker. And I was born here too. So thank you so much for watching Dinner Party tonight. Hit the bell, like, and subscribe. I'm not sure what the first thing is, but you're supposed to do it because it somehow changes the algorithm. I'm not sure. And we're lost without you guys, for real. And the next time we do a play, why don't you try and come and see it? Because it might be interesting to see a play by a person that you mostly see talking incessantly in their kitchen. Good night.
You're gonna make it after all.
It's my most precious place on planet Earth.